So speaking about eclipse in June 2020, June 21st, 2020, it's going to be a very, very, very complex and weird matter to talk about because well, if we're going to speak about an eclipse, I'm going to go through about what an eclipse truly is, logically speaking. So an eclipse happens when the moon passes through the sun, and it blocks the light of the sun completely. And from astrology, we can see that we all know that the sun, its identity, the sun is ego, the sun is meaning, the sun is the way you truly find identity in each and every aspect of your life. Your identity, my identity, this place's identity, this knowledge identity. And the moon, it's all about emotions, it's all about feminine energy, it's all about subconscious life. So based on all of that, I can actually perceive it through my intuition that these times during all that is going on in this world, the feminine energy is rising in this world. The dark queen of the earth is rising. How can I say that? Because remember, as I have said before, the moon is the true embodiment of feminine energy, and we can see later on the 21st of June, which is the beginning of summer solstice. Summer solstice is when most part of the sun is most part of the earth will be showered by the light of the sun. It is when the earth, we all know that the earth revolves around the sun, and but earth is tilted a bit, you know, and like if you see that this is earth and this is sun, it revolves around the sun. I hope this is making sense. But so summer solstice is when this part of the earth, 80% of it is governed by the light of the sun. And summer solstice represents life. Summer represents the start of something. It represents the start of life. And based on that, we can see that all these synchronicities that is going on between the earth, what is going on here, and between the sky, what is going on up there on the heavens, sometimes it really baffles me on how synchronized it could be, you know. And back again to the solar eclipse, you can see like on a during a solar eclipse, it's as if the embodiment of the feminine energy, which is the moon, it will block the sun completely, you know, which I've concluded that our identity will be seen through the perspective of the dark feminine energy. Why am I calling it dark? Because we all know that during an eclipse, the moon appears black because it's completely in front of the sun. The sun is in the back of the moon, creating a silhouette of the moon. And I know what I'm speaking about right now. It's really, really trippy because it truly is. Because remember, during a solar eclipse, the moon conjuncts with the sun, what is a conjunction? A conjunction happens when two celestial bodies moves or be in a same degree. And as I'm speaking right now, I've done my research, and yes, the solar eclipse will happen in 0 degree of Cancer. And the energy of feminine, the energy of subconscious, the energy of emotions will be molded, will conjoin together with the energy of identity, with the energy of the self. And when speaking about the syzygy between the sun and the moon, it can get quite trippy, you know, because remember that we live in a world of duality. It's either the self or the others. It's either the logic or the emotions. It's either my guts or my belief. So with this solar eclipse right now, we are truly being asked by the universe to learn how to balance both energy, even when it's very uncertain, even when it's very abstract. You know, we need to find our truth during these solar eclipse. And I've also mentioned this before, that this solar eclipse will be about the rise of the dark queen, the rise of the true primordial energy of the feminine, the true primordial energy of the beginning of the feminine energy. Because I mean, for me, it is completely logical that the moon will suddenly it will suddenly block the sun, and it will appear black. It will appear as if the sun is black. The feminine will rise, and it will truly challenge us to truly question our identity of who we truly are, and what is our destiny, and what do we truly have to do in this life. And I can see that I can truly feel, based on what I've perceived from my intuition. Remember, I said that the solar eclipse will happen during the beginning of the summer solstice. Summer solstice is life. And the rise of the dark queen will give us life. It will give us the birth of a new meaning of what do we truly exist for. And we all know that the sun is masculine. The sun is masculine energy. Fire is masculine. The moon is feminine. Water is feminine. The element of the moon is water. The element of the sun is fire. And right now, the rise of the dark queen, the way that I perceive it, it's helping us to see, to not be blinded, and to not be fooled by masculine energy. It is completely blocking of the masculine energy, so that we can truly realize that this world, the way that this world is right now, the way that this world is very, very hardly structured upon masculine and masculine energy only, it's wrong. It's not right. And the way that I see it, the rise of the dark queen, it's feminine energy will suddenly explode. It will suddenly pop in this earth, and it will suddenly splurge from towards all direction. How can I say that? So I'm going to make a little demonstration. So we all know that both negative and positive energy is everywhere. Both masculine and feminine energy is everywhere. But the way that this world is right now, we all have been programmed since birth that masculine is more than feminine. Men is always better than women. There's like this hierarchy that men is good, and therefore women should bow down to men and listen to men, which is wrong, which is completely wrong, because we all revolve around balance. This life, we all revolve around balance. So when masculine assert themselves as above feminine, it is wrong. It's ticking off, it's creating a cosmic disharmony. It's not balance anymore. And it happens for thousands and thousands of years. This already happened. And masculine always tries to contain feminine. Men always tries to control women, and right now women is going to rebel, because the way that women is creating a rebellion, it's actually the universe trying to restore balance. So back to the demonstration. So I'm just gonna fill this up a bit with feminine energy, if that makes sense. I'm going to fill this a bit with feminine energy. And so let's say masculine and feminine energy is everywhere, but masculine energy, men, tries to control women so hard for them to submit to men. And so during all the thousands of years that has passed, the masculine energy of this world, well, maybe the men of Earth, tries to cohere women on one place so that they can be controlled, and they always try to suppress, and they always try to put women in jail. And the way that we can see it, after they cohered feminine energy, they still try to control them, they still try to suppress them. And it can't be done, because why? Because if we're talking about physics, energy can't be created and or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. So when all the feminine energy is cohered, but then men always kept on trying to choke the feminine energy, it will pop, it will explode. And right now, what this solar eclipse is truly trying to say, this feminine energy, it can't be contained anymore. The universe will have to restore balance in every way possible. This dark queen will arise, and it will give birth to this collective consciousness that we have to truly embody our feminine side. We cannot deny the feminine aspect that we do anymore. And from readings that I have done before, a lot of Venus placements, from my tarot cards, from my intuition, from each and every divination practices that I do, Venus always shows up. And the way that I feel it, the way that I perceive it with my intuition, we can only protect ourselves during these clutching times when we truly embody our feminine energy. And of course, solar eclipse in Cancer, it is also reminding us to see this world not only from tangible evidence, but from untangible knowledge as well, which is the divine, which is our intuition. Truly get in touch with your inner self, you know. And like, I've been waiting to say this, but like, truly this solar eclipse is saying to us, some of y'all about to be real mad at me.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said. Get your life together.
And we really need to like stop blaming it on other people. We really need to stop blaming it on the situation, on external factors. We truly need to look internally, acknowledge it, embody it, and then let it go. be neutral, be balanced, acknowledge that both feminine and masculine is needed. But the way that this world is right now, we need feminine more than ever. And I think that's all. My intuition does not have anything more to say. I hope this video is truly helpful, and please just be more receptive towards your feminine side. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope this video is very I hope this video is going to be helpful and insightful towards on how you can approach this phase of time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys could stay tuned for more upcoming videos.